So my main goal for this week isn't really to get anything large done. I mean, I'll be working on a large project, but for the most part I just want to kill time. So that way this has the chance to make enough nether brick that we can upgrade the creeper farm, because I mean his current state isn't very good. It's pretty darn slow. So what am I going to be spending my time with this week? And so it's kind of randomly, as a little bored, you know, college lectures, just kind of that way. So I had to go over to the nether fortress. I just kind of cleaned up some of the edges and whatnot, so that's why I got this nether brick and these fences. But I managed to get 3 wither skeleton skulls, and I'm probably just going to kill the wither. Heard some noise, that was weird. Probably just going to kill the wither on the nether ceiling with some bedrock in its head, so that way it can't fly out and try to kill me. We were playing on 1.16.2 Optifine this week. I believe next week we should be able to update to 1.13.3, but Forge is kind of weird on my system, so we're just going to stick with this one for now. So I'm going to head over to the build site of what we're working on this week. I'll see you guys over there. So things are still loading in, but if you see over here to the right, we have this witch hut here. And you know, this is actually a pretty good position. Build a witch farm. That's what I was thinking about spending my time this week doing. There was a... yeah, there's a cat over here too. I'm addressing that cat's probably going to despawn, I think. I don't know how cat spawning works. Despawning. But anyway, this is going to be a witch hut where we're building a witch farm. I'm not 100% sure how they're supposed to work. Other than, I mean, you need a hut, and generally you flatten a lot of the area nearby. That's why we got the wither skeleton skulls, so that way we can spawn the wither, get a tier 2 beacon, have some fun with that. And I think that's what we're going to be spending most of our time on this week. If you guys are curious where we're at, I believe just over here, they're going to find it. I think it's right here. Yeah, right here. This is our stronghold. And thank God for the falling for. Yeah, that's just our stronghold. This is our end portal. Nether dragon's still alive. Well, ender dragon, not nether dragon. There are no such things as nether dragons. But so that's kind of where we're at as an idea. The main base is over that way. So I'm gonna start getting things set up, and we'll probably do some montage. My roommate's out most of the time on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and so you probably won't hear from me very much until the end, but this is what we'll be working on. Yeah. So we have a cat. Just went over, killed some cod, but we got a witch cat now. It's kind of weird he doesn't teleport if blocks aren't loaded. I didn't know that. I thought he would just teleport back and, you know, I could drop him off at spawn, but I guess he's chilling with us for now. We'll have to think of a name for him later. Need to get a name tag for that too, but now that we have a beacon, I was kind of concerned with that wither kill. He looks like he was about to pop out and just kind of yeet me or something. Would have been hilarious in my opinion. So we have a little bit of a problem with the beacon. This is what we have left for iron. This is what we have left for gold. We actually have a lot of diamond. Diamond isn't very useful other than just your armor and your tools. And so like you kind of build up a little bit of it. Anyway, so we need more iron, and I guess we might be able to use some gold. I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's right. That's 10 blocks of gold? Yeah, that should be 10 blocks of gold. So we can at least make the beacon out of gold for now. Yeah, okay. It's kind of weird. I don't have enough iron to make our beacon, but we got enough gold. I would blame the new piglins for that. They just leave gold everywhere, and you know, you just gotta pick it up, you know? Be the good Samaritan. Dude, the sound design. Sound design team did an awesome job with that. Okay, so we want haste, obviously. Ideally, we want haste 2, but we'll live with haste 1 for now. Let's see if I can head up here a little bit. So we're going all the way out there, all the way out to about there. I'll show you this one in a minute. And this one, we kind of go around the mountain. We end up right there. And this is like the really weird one. Ouch. We go all the way down there. And we're gonna mine this entire area out. That cat might actually get a little annoying. And at least to the water level, and then we'll replace it all with water. And that's so that way we don't have to torch field. And we'll think of an interesting build to dump in the center later. But for now, it's just gonna be a wide open area filled with water. And so I think it's about time we start mining. Hopefully, you know, 1 second. I got another shulker I need to check here. Because I had one shulker just full of ore. Which one is it? I think it's this one. Okay, that's not enough. I was going to say we might be able to add to the beacon, but hopefully we can get some iron by mining out those mountains. And then we can upgrade our beacon to a tier 2. But for now, we got the haste 1. Kind of nice. So I'm going to start mining. And I'll see you guys later. So I've only really been mining for about 4 hours or so. This beacon really doesn't reach very far. I decided to just put it on speed because it's kind of weird. You can't see your potion effects when you're there. Like this beacon, probably comes out to here. It is honestly pretty sad how short this beacon range is. I'm sure it's because it's only the 9 gold blocks, but we're probably gonna need to get some gold blocks so we can get the haste 2, because mining the stone is a nightmare. And I don't really want to move that around since I'm kind of low on raw resources for the time being. But in about 4 hours, we were able to make some pretty good progress. You know, a lot of this is flattened. I had a lot going on this weekend. I had to take an exam, and I've been getting into Steins Gate. And the Steins Gate's pretty darn awesome. If you haven't watched Steins Gate, go watch it. It's great. Not sure what I think of Steins Gate 0 yet, but finishing that one up too. This is what I'm starting to do a little bit more here, because initially the plan was just, you know, place dirt over all this, but since kind of this style of doing witch farms, they've introduced the drowned mob, which can actually spawn underneath water if it's not lit up. And so rather than mining all the glowstone to light up the ocean floor, this is really weird. And you know, the sugarcane just overrode the tree, I guess, in world generation. That's kind of cool, actually. But instead of lighting it up, I'm just gonna get rid of all the water and then just have like a layer of dirt that's torch field. Right now I'm using sand, and if we go down this ladder, I mean, you place down the sand, you gotta mine back up the sand. It's a little bit of a process. We actually don't have sponge, so that's what I'm planning on doing next, is we're gonna head on a little bit of an adventure. We're gonna get some sponge. We're gonna use that to help with draining the water. Unfortunately, I do need to sleep here. I've been repairing my shovel at the skeleton farm. For the items I'm picking up, I am putting in these shulker boxes. This is a sand shulker I filled up forever ago. This is an ore one I've just kind of been working on. And then like this one, I only want full stacks of items in here. Same with this one. Then we got like 4 shulkers of stacks of items already in here. Let me do this real quick. Okay, there we go. That feels better to me. Then this is like where I don't have like a full stack of lily pads, and so just mining up lily pads, waiting until I get a full stack so I can dump into one of these shulkers. Just trying to be as space efficient as possible. Yeah, and then these stone bricks we're using as a boundary. And then the ladders are just nice because, you know, we have the sand thing that we're doing. The switch farm's kind of weird. Like, this leg goes lower than the rest of them. I don't know, I just thought that was weird and interesting. I don't think it has any implications on where they spawn and whatnot. Just kind of odd and funny. Here's my awkward sugarcane farm that is kind of built. I believe this was before I had the automated one. You know? Make a line of dirt, place a bunch of sugarcane on it. Kind of funny, kind of interesting. Just funny to look back at, I guess. There's our trail. Still really gotta spend some time on that. But that's all I really have time for this week, unfortunately. Just with everything going on. I think next week, like I mentioned earlier, we're gonna look at getting some sponge, which should be fun. And then, because that witch farm comes out like on the bottom of the nether, so like we're not above the nether ceiling, might build a traditional nether hub next episode. I think that seems like an interesting idea. I just wanted to come to spawn real quick to see how much progress this has made. I haven't really checked on it, so it'll be interesting to see. So remember, it was like right here when we started. Dude. Okay, we're in this hopper, but like, that's a ton. Yeah, so we'll only have to do this 2 more times, and then we'll be able to actually finish up the creeper farm. Might need a little bit more coal for the looks of it. It's a little unfortunate, but Wow, this really got a lot further than I expected it would. Yeah, you got like a shulker and a half or so left. But I think the total math on this was it was going to take like 70 hours. It's going to take something stupid, but... Well, it's been less than 70 hours. I AFK'd a little bit at the skeleton farm, but never overnight or anything. Happy with that. Anyway, guys, take care. Have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.